guys, welcome back to Me Likey Movies. This is Tom here, and guess what? We're going to do movies 60 through 49. Yeah, movies numbered 60 through 49. Did I say 49? I meant to say 41. We're going to keep that in there because people screw up sometimes. It's 60 to 41. That's what we're doing here. And let's get right on with it before I start saying some other shit. Number 60, Sausage Party. This may have been the movie I was looking forward to the most this year. Finally an R-rated animated movie. We've been waiting a while for that. And there's some great stuff in here. There totally is. But occasionally saying, fuck this, fuck that, fuckity fuck. You gotta come up with some other jokes here and there. In the middle of the movie really drags. But in the third act is excellent, and it wins the award for Best Sex Scene in an R-rated animated movie this year. It's freaking awesome.
Oh, Frank!
Coming in at number 59, Collateral Beauty. Will Smith loses his kid, doesn't quite know what to do with himself, but don't worry, love, time, and death are going to come and meet him. There's a twist here that I'm not going to get into because it kind of ruins the movie. There's some good acting. They stretch things a little bit too thin, which is kind of what happens sometimes when you get a big cast, because you got Will Smith, you got your Edward Norton, you got your Kate Winslet. Everybody needs their big moment, so it's okay. Does win the award though for Best Dominoes of the Year, so that's cool. Coming in at number 58, it's Treasure Planet. Yes, Treasure Planet, the forgotten early 2000 Disney animated movie. Hadn't seen this one since it came back in theaters, or since it came out in theaters some years back. But it's actually really colorful. It's well done. It's kind of a lot like The Three Musketeers, just a lot of swashbuckling, but you throw in some steampunk on top of that. Very, very fun movie. It wins the award for song you occasionally hear on the radio, but you had no idea what it was from. It's from this movie.
And the words are just whispers and lies that I'll never believe.
Coming in at number 57, it's Jason Bourne. That's right, Jason Bourne is back again. Born again. Anyway, this is really standard spy stuff, which, to be fair, is bookended by some freaking awesome action. You got a great riot scene in the beginning, and then of course you have that huge Las Vegas showdown at the end. It gets a recommendation for that, if just, but don't depend on this for your super duper spy intrigue movie. Wins the award though for this year's Best Blues Brothers Automobile Pileup. At number 56, it's Purge, the election year. Not based on a true story? Anyway, The Purge, of course, as we know, takes place every single year where for one night a year everyone can do whatever they want, commit murder, etc. All crime is legal. It's a fun, decent thrill ride. I think they did a little better on the second one myself personally. But it says some stuff that really shouldn't have happened now, but anyway, don't get political. Does win the award though for Best Christmas Car Lights in The Purge. Number 55, Newsies. Seems to be a lot of love now for Newsies. People seem to forget though, it was an early Christian Bale musical picture. It has a couple good song numbers, totally. I love the era. But it's kind of like Sausage Party in a way. It's really middle drag. It's got a lot of middle drag. Really, if you want something better than High School Musical, I would definitely check out Newsies. But on the whole, it doesn't totally work. Still decent though. Anyway, does win the award though for reasons that Bill Pullman can lead us against the aliens, but he should not lead us in a musical number.
Tip your hat, he's the king of New York.
I'm the king of New
Ain't
York.
nothing flat.
Coming in at number 54, it's Hunchback of Notre Dame. Look, this is a brilliantly animated movie. Lots of great CGI, traditional animation combining with one another. Lots of really good songs. The reason the movie falls a little lower than I wanted it to was because there's moments in this movie that just are completely out of left field. It's like we threw Shrek into a very serious moment, and it just bewildering. It's like getting slapped in the face, just like that. Does win the award though for best 50 Shades of Greyish song. It's in a G-rated animated movie.
The sun caught in her raven hair is blazing in me out of all control. Like fire, hellfire.
Coming in at number 53, it's The Nice Guys. Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling star in this buddy cop movie. This is actually quite a bit of fun. I'm not sure I'd put it as high as Shane Black's other movies, Lethal Weapon. I feel like maybe the action and the general camaraderie between the two partners was a little bit better, so it's a step down from that. A lot of cool fun though, a little noir picture, and it does win the award for Best Ryan Gosling on the Can Scene of the Year.
Motherfucker, ever since your little visit the other day, this little baby's gonna stay right here.
Coming in at number 52, Desierto. So we haven't built the wall yet, but don't worry because Negan from Walking Dead is there to protect us from people getting past the border. This is a pretty dark movie. Definitely makes a statement on the whole immigration thing. Pretty straightforward though. I was expecting a little bit more in depth on this one, hence it's slightly lower rating. And wins the award for least convenient stuffed animal in a movie. And at 51, Snowden. Oh, Edward Snowden. He just stuck in Russia right now. You know the history on Edward Snowden, and this is a pretty good conspiracy movie. We all knew people were watching us, but we never really knew exactly to what extent it was, and this Oliver Stone film really does a pretty good job of showing us that. So that was a good one. Does win the award for first essential Rubik's Cube in a movie.
One man can stop the motor of the world.
What was it about this job that makes it...
Coming in at number 50, Pocahontas. Yes, The Colors of the Wind. I went on The Colors of the Wind this year. Another wonderfully animated movie. Late 90s was when Disney was really killing on the animation. A little adult for like a G-rated movie, in my personal opinion. But yeah, it's Pocahontas. You have to kind of go with the reality of it a little bit. Does win the award though for, hey kids, don't do this at home as cool as it looks like it is that Pocahontas is doing it award.
No, not that way. Show off.
Coming in at 49, Green Room. Green Room was one of the last movies that poor little Anton Yelchin did before his unfortunate accident. Also has Patrick Stewart as pretty much a heartless Nazi white supremacist guy. This is a dark movie. I really don't want to say too much about it. I'd still recommend it. And it wins the award for most cringe-worthy injury in a film this year.
Pick it up, put it up! Yo, help me move the couch!
Coming in at number 48, Point Break. Now this is the remake of Point Break, I want to be very clear. And no, it is not as good as the original Point Break. You cannot top Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze. Not going to happen. However, you know, if you want to see an X Games movie and you just don't have time for XXX 2, 3, 4, whichever one we're on right now, I would definitely recommend this one because it's got a lot of cool X Games stunts. And it does win the award for Best Guys Being Batman Who Are Not Batman. Coming in at number 47, it's Neighbors 2. Yes, a comedy sequel that worked. Thank you, God. This time a sorority moves in next door. They have a little war with the sorority. There's actually some stuff they actually do say, kind of about moving on once you actually have a couple of kids. And you realize, hey, I'm an adult. I'm an adult too, even though I'm running this web series. Moving on, really, really funny movie. Big recommend, and does win the award for cutest kid with a dildo this year. I was wondering who was going to get that one.
Hey, how do you keep finding Mommy's dildo?
We really gotta get her some dolls.
Does Miss Pinky want some tea?
Coming in at 46, it's Money Monster. George Clooney, Jodie Foster directed this one. That's George Clooney and Julia Roberts. Basically, it's one of those money guys, like, you can make so much green, oh, look at it, bling, bling, bling. And of course, one guy lost all of his money because of this, and he's not happy about it, so he's taken over. Kind of says a lot about our financial state right now. But it's a solid medium budget movie that we really don't get anymore. Since we're getting nothing but indies and blockbusters. So I definitely check this one out, or at least catch it on HBO. Does win the award, though, for Worst Wife in a Hostage Negotiation scenario.
God, you are the dumbest son of a bitch on the planet.
Coming in at 45, it's Magnificent Seven. Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt, Vincent D'Onofrio, and a whole bunch of other people that I can't remember their names of right now. Have to go into the old western town and get rid of that no good villain. And there's lots of murder, but that's okay. It's PG-13, even though, I mean, they kill a lot of people in this movie. It's not as good as the original. Nothing will get to that, or Good, Bad, and the Ugly, but it's nice to see a damn good western out. We don't get much of them lately. Does win the award, though, for Best Stab and Roll Scene in a movie this year. Number 44, Fox and the Hound. This is a cute movie. This is an underrated movie. It came out in the 80s, early 80s, basically before the Renaissance. It's really just about Copper and Todd, little fox and dog getting along, and it actually has an ending, when you think about it, is very different, that is, from the other Disney endings that you generally get in those types of movies. So for that alone, I would check it out. And it does win the award for Best Legally Not Woody Woodpecker Character in a Movie this year.
Okay, Boomer. He's right. There. Yikes, watch it.
Coming in at number 43, Allied. Yep, World War II movie. You know, Brad Pitt, he meets the hot lady. I believe it was Marion Cotillard. Hold on a sec. Marion C. Anyway, they get married, and of course Brad Pitt finds out she's a Nazi, or is she? So it's a cool little conspiracy World War II movie. Don't worry, we get some action too. Definitely check it out. Director Back to the Future did it. Does win the award for Best Party Crashers in a movie this year. Coming in at number 42, Bad Moms. Yes, another good comedy movie. I got Mila Kunis, Catherine Hahn, Kristen Bell, just name a few. Basically, it's just about how tough it is to be a mom. This one gets high up there just because it's very solid throughout. Like, I didn't drop dead of laughter any time during this movie, but it really kept a pace going, which is something that's very hard to get lately. It does win the award, though, for, wow, I didn't realize they sold swordfish and suits of iron in a grocery store award. Coming in at 41, it's Deepwater Horizon. You probably saw the preview for this. Mark Wahlberg in yet another true story movie. He seems to really like to do those in between Transformer movies. Basically, it's about an oil rig, the big oil rig explosion that happened out in the Gulf. Pretty straightforward, but really, really well filmed. You got Kurt Russell in it, and Kurt Russell rules. Does win the award, though, for Best Dinosaur Explanation this side of Jurassic Park.
That oil is a monster. Like the mean old dinosaurs all that oil used to be. So for 300 million years, these old dinosaurs have been getting squeezed tighter and tighter, tighter.
And that's going to do us for this particular round of Me Likey Movies. See you next time, though, for 40 through 21 on the Best of 2016.